I was very, very, very tempted to re-roll because I am literally sick of cycling through the same rules over and over again. I never thought I'd be complaining about the difficulty. Anyway, hello people of the world and beyond, Merciless Charizard here again, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, Merciless, or Merciful Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we did quite a bit. Beat Roxanne, got the Devon Goods back, beat Brendan, got ourselves a Pokenav, and we landed in Dewford, so let's go ahead and start talking to people. Information we already know, and... does anyone see that? It looks like her eye is slightly red up at the top pixel, like, what? Even on the, secretly a demon woman? That secret cabin on the edge of town is actually someplace we're going to be exploring later. I'm actually going to talk to this guy because he gives you an old rod. You can't really catch much with the old rod, just Tentacool and Magikarp. I'm probably not going to use what I catch, but... let's see if we can reel something in. If it's a Magikarp, I probably won't use it anyway, just because... honestly, Gyarados doesn't get that many good moves, not to mention special attack for using water-type moves is pretty lacking. Yeah, I'll catch it, but I won't use it. Or I won't catch it at all because crits. Well, that was underwhelming. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to you. I like what's hip, happening, and trendy. I'm always checking it out. Listen, have you heard about this new refreshing song? That's right, of course you know. I mean, sheesh, refreshing song. It's the hottest thing cool. Wherever you're from, refreshing song is the biggest happening thing, right? Well, if you play Fire Emblem Fates, maybe. Yeah, absolutely right. Refreshing song is the definition of in right now. You are also the center of a very annoying mechanic, which we'll get into much later on. This is a trend house, there's not really much here, you can talk to people, but... the conversations are kind of worthless. You won't get anything from anyone in there until 5th gym badge. Alright, I'm gonna need Jesse for the next gym, so I'm going to try to lower up with as much experience as possible. What do people do if they need to go to a washroom? Go to a washroom. But if my rod hooks in a big one while I'm in the washroom? I just can't go. Why would you have your rod out here in the washroom? If your fishing rod catches a bite, it's gone while you're gone. There's just no getting around that. I've also never been a big fan of fishing either. I mean, I developed a lot of patience growing up, but fishing is still one of the things I don't have the patience for. I just find fishing kind of a dull hobby. I mean, I'm not saying no one's allowed to like it, obviously, but I could just never get into it. Durable little thing, aren't you? Thankfully, Poison Sting can't do anything to me because I'm a poison type, and Tentacle's physical attack is garbage. 13, always nice, and Gus, I will gladly take that. Get rid of String Shot because I don't use it. Alright, we have another ace in the hole for this next gym. Keep that to yourself. Just don't mention that. Which do I prefer? How about neither, because I don't like fishing. already went over that with the other guy who complained about the washroom, and... Never mind. I really hate finding trainers in Magikarps. I mean, I guess it's a normal thing, especially since, you know, beginning areas, you're not going to find much other than the box standard, weak little fish, and maybe a tentacle or two, but... Especially since this guy is a tentacle that is a lower level. Not much more of a threat, but... That, however, might be a little threatening because I can't use items. Never mind. And, wow, critical hit for Retribution. And you actually want to go to the Granite Cave as soon as possible, because you get something kind of nice if you go in there. Yeah, all I can do is just wait for confusion to wear off. This is not going to be a hard fight. Unless that keeps happening. Like, literally the only way you could lose to a level 10 Magikarp is if you get hit with confusion and poison, you just can't attack after it. Thankfully, I'm immune to poison! Let's see... Fishing's... Why do I butcher everything? Fishing's great, but so is battling. If you don't mind, can we meet again? Alright, so we have a potential rematch. Stardust, that sells for not too much money. I think there's something over here. Yep, that's another Pokeball. Alright, and here's Granite Cave. You can basically go in here as early as you want, even before the gym, and I'd recommend it because it's a pretty nice training spot for early on. And I'm actually going to cheat and use Repel because there's a specific Pokemon that I kind of want to hope I run into first. And we talk to this guy. Hey you! It gets awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough trying to explore. That guy who came by earlier, Steven I think it was? He knew how to use Flash, so he ought to be alright, but... Well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. Here you go, I'll pass this on to you. And we get the most worthless hidden machine in the game. Even if it makes navigating dark hallways easier, it is not necessary, so it's a completely worthless HM. And we're not even able to use it yet. Okay, nothing here. Explore this place a little bit. Okay, we cannot go up there yet until we reach a certain point. Then we'll have to backtrack. I mean, I'm gonna have to backtrack anyway as soon as I deliver the letter to this Steven. But you get the idea. Let's see, I'm checking all the rocks. Okay, let's see, am I lucky? Am I lucky? Yes, I'm lucky! Oh, Aron, I want you for my team. Please come join me. Okay, I might actually have to switch because... Formidable defenses, but if I'm not careful... Well, if I'm not careful, I'll lose Jesse. Aron's formidable defenses have nothing to do with this. Well, unless it's simple confusion. Alright. Still not allowed to use Healy items, so if things get dangerous, I'll have to switch. Doesn't look like things are gonna get dangerous. Sweet. Pokemon that is clad in steel armor. A new suit of armor is made when it evolves. The old discarded armor is salvaged as metal for making iron products. What do I know to name you? Iron Godzilla or Dogg? Let's just go with Dogg. Dogg! Let's see. Listen, relax, that might actually be helpful. Sturdy could have asked for a better ability, but... oh well. See, the thing is, I can't heal it, so... okay, if I run into anything, I'll probably switch Dogg into something different. Especially if it's another Aron, because I don't want to have to put up with Mud Slap. And just lose it right in the episode I actually get it. And trust me, Dogg is going to be very useful in the gym much later on. A few gyms much later on, actually. Unfortunately, in the next gym, it's going to be far on useless, and come on, Harold. Harold, it's just one Mud Slap. I really hope I can run into rare candies at some point. Level up for Harold, always nice, and rollouts. I have Defense Girl, which will power rollout up if I use it beforehand, but I've always hated rollout. I'll take it for now, but I usually don't like moves like rollout and Ice Ball. Let's see what I encounter here. The dreaded Zubat. Let's see, I could probably fight this thing... assuming it doesn't confuse me. The instant it confuses me, I'm gonna have to switch out. But if it's gonna keep using Leech Life, I'm fine with that. That might also be an issue, because... yeah. Well, it prolonged the fight, but... didn't do much else, thankfully. Let's see. If you get Rock Smash later, you can break rocks right there and have a chance of fighting Nose Pass, but since I already caught an Aron, I'm not gonna be able to catch either that or Geodude. If I found Geodude, it might have actually helped me for the gym after this next one. Oh, I am switching. Because if I can't use items, I don't want to deal with the luck of the draw. Don't want to switch Cornelius. Yeah, once we get that item from Mr. Stone back in Rustboro, then it'll be very helpful in getting drawn level up. Alright. Might as well show off what Gus looks like. Okay. This is Never Stone and prevents Pokemon from evolving as long as they've held it, but I want all my Pokemon to evolve, so that's a useless item. Also, you can prevent Pokemon from evolving just by pressing B when they're evolving. Oh, there's no point in dealing with you. You're just gonna run no matter what I do. Yep. I might need to switch, because that will hurt. That will hurt if it gets a Vital Throw off. And I don't want to deal with that. Not in any universe do I want to deal with Vital Throw. Oh wait, no, it's Arm Thrust right now, not Vital Throw. Well, even still, I don't want to risk it. And this is the man we're looking for. My name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I travel here and there. Oh? A letter for me? Okay, thank you. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Stealing. We can't use it, and even then, we don't have anyone that can learn it. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. Well, if you say so. If you keep training, you could become... why do I keep derping? If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. I know, since we've gotten to know each other, let's register one another in our Pokénaps. Ellipses. Now, I've got to hurry along. Yeah, the first time I saw him, I had no idea who he was because I never played Ruby and Sapphire. Like I said, I started out with them. Stinking sand attack shenanigans. I was done wasting my time the instant that started. Anyway, I'm going to heal the Pokemon Center, then I'm going to cut back to when I'm back in Rustboro. One thing I forgot before we head out, if you visit this house and talk to this person, gorge your eyes on this! It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah? Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. I want you to have it. Powers that normal type moves by about 10 or 20%. Anyway, to Rustboro. Alright, and here we are. We've not delivered the Devon goods, so he won't give us anything yet, but if we talk to Mr. Stone... You delivered my letter? Thank you kindly. This is my way of thanking you. It should help you, a trainer. The experience share. The Pokemon holding that experience share will be given some of the experience points from battle. They'll get experience points even if it didn't actually battle. I would say experience share is quite useful for raising weak Pokemon. And that is exactly what I'm going to put on Dogg for now, because I want to be able to level up. And if I'm still going for the minimal grinding, unless I absolutely have to get some extra levels on my Pokemon, I'm not going to worry about actually just going out and about random places, and I want to make sure all my Pokemon get as much experience from battles as possible, even if they can't be in it, because it would be a disaster if they did. Can't breathe! And in case anyone's wondering, there's nothing we can do around Route 115 yet, except for pick up that lone item. Super Potion. Honestly, there's not much we can do around here until we get an HM later on, so I'm just gonna cut back to Dewford. Honestly, we didn't do too much this episode, so what do I want to do? Do I actually want to go into the gym, battle all the trainers, and just say the gym leader for the next episode? Or... yeah, why not? I'll go ahead and withdraw some Pokemon since I'm abiding by the rule of you can only use the same amount of Pokemon that the gym leader has, and hi Snoop Dogg, you're dead. So for now, put Harold in here, and Boombox. Honestly, I'm not going to be seeing a whole lot of action from Boombox since I have no real desire to use an Explode. So let's go ahead and battle the trainers that are in Dewford Gym. And as you can expect, it's dark. Let's see. There's a trainer down here. I'm not too worried because this gym is full of fighting type Pokemon, and Deathstalk's double resist fighting types, but Meditite might be a different story. I don't remember if it knows confusion at lower levels. If it does, then that might be a problem. Yep, it knows confusion. Shoot! That might be bad. That might actually be bad. Okay, if it's just gonna use Meditite, then I'm not worried anymore. Detect, really. The fact that I'm not allowed to use items, and I'm deciding to go at this right now, is probably not my best decision. Scratch that, definitely not my best decision, but... other than the Meditites, this isn't really going to be a problematic gym. Okay, I know you just have Machop and Poochyena, so I'm not worried about you. Yep, don't have a reason to be worried about you. Oh wow, that hurt. Karate Chop, not gonna do anything because I double resist it. I'm still not saying quad resist. Dogg is now level 11. Sweet. And even if a Meditite comes around, I'm not putting Dogg in front because, well, Karate Chop and Arm Thrust are things I don't want to try dealing with. As far as I understand, though, the Battle Girls are the only ones with Meditites. Well, and Brawly, but his doesn't know confusion. I might want to get rid of that Meditite fast. Or... I don't know. This is actually kind of nerve-wracking, the situation I'm in. And I'm gonna stop attacking it now. Thanks for giving me the option to completely ignore you for a few turns. Storing energy, waste time. Well, this isn't really wasting time. Waste energy, but nothing. So there's a saving grace, at least. The fact that I was able to catch it using Bite and then just clear it and take it out. You could have used Confusion right there. Because right now, a critical Confusion could probably knock out Jessie and make her non-existent. Oh boy, that would make me worried going up against Brawly if that ever happened. As long as Jessie stays alive, I will be fine, but if she goes down to Psychic-type mind-crushing shenanigans, that'll be an issue. You're just gonna use Bide. Stalling, stalling. If I use Gust on Meditite, I pretty much allowed it to take me out. Actually, now that I think about it, if Bide actually had priority in this game like it did in some later generations, then it would be threatening, but right now, it's just not an issue. Oh, the joys of early AI being very questionable. The joys indeed. And that's all the trainers in the gym. I'm going to save Brawly for the next episode, so... back to the Pokemon Center I go, because I can't use items. Honestly, I probably could go fighting Brawly without having to visit the Pokemon Center, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Anyway, we actually did have a little bit of an eventful thing going on. We caught a new team member. Thankfully, it was one I wanted. Sorry, Jack, I'm not using a Hariyama this time. But regardless, in the next episode, we will take our fight to Brawly, and hopefully this time I'll actually roll something interesting instead of one of the same 2 rules that it's been the first 4 episodes. I'm so mad about that. Anyway, this is Merciless Charizard returning to the skies. I will see you all later.